Okay, another live stream today. I wanted to start this live stream at after 10 a.m. because of the news event. It didn't bring too much volatility, but still news is news, and I didn't want to take trades before it, and I didn't want to get tired watching the price action for it, so I didn't feel like taking a trade. This might work maybe, but I will not take a setup immediately after open the charts. I just wanna watch this and try to see how it plays out. I'm not exactly sure about it too, to be honest, because of peak imbalance. But it seems like a valid setup on 30-second chart. Seems like we are having a simple moving average crossover. I don't know, I just wanted to watch the price a little, and I didn't want to jump in right after opening it. I just want to wait and watch a little. These blue boxes are weekly gaps, but they are old weekly gaps. They are quite old. One of them is here from November. The other is here from October. I picked this one because it is a liquidity void and it is really the big one, quite big one. And price deviated below it, ran higher. Now it is deviating below it once again. As we can see, it worked as support level multiple times, so I just wanted to leave it on the chart. And this small one is a liquidity void either, a real gap. Liquidity void is simply a real gap where price did not make any move. These usually uh, occur during the price differences between Friday close and Sunday open, or maybe inside the week. I mean, daily gaps like this, the price differences between the, for example, Thursday close and Friday open. It still says Thursday, but this is actually the part of the Friday's daily candle. And we look at it like this opening price actually here, right here, 1800. So yeah, didn't even hit 1 hour and came. Price seems to be a little bit slow right now. Volatility not very high. Candlesticks are big. A good reason to stay on sidelines. I will erase this now. Today I am a little bit tired. Yesterday I had to deal some things with the with a legal case. I was in the police station and then courthouse and then prison, and I went back and forth between them. So I'm a little bit tired today, and I didn't sleep much last night. So this session I might talk less, and it might be a little bit more boring than the others. Okay, what do I see here right now? I see this low swept and price went back higher, and I also see this one swept, and I see that also moving averages are really close to each other, so I don't know what will happen next. I mean, these two may cross each other, or these might get closer to it, to this orange one. By the way, this green one is 20 simple moving average, and this orange one is 200 simple moving average. There's this possibility and price going lower, and there's also this possibility. So I want to stay on sidelines and watch a bit. Also, there's another possibility. Moving averages might do this. I mean, it's a possibility. Okay. Why do I think it's a possibility? Because 200 is flat. See that? It's just flat. And when it is flat, in my experience, in my observations, I saw that when it is flat like that, price likes to go up and down, above and below it. So currently it seems like price might consolidate a lot before it picks a direction. You may see things like that. I don't know. Things like that. I really don't know. Okay. May do many of them. What do I think is I need to wait and see these two are getting away from each other, and this 200 is picking a direction. I mean, something like this would be nice for a bearish setup. After something like this, I might look for a bearish setup, or the opposite, something like that. would be optional for looking for long setups, okay? I'm not only looking at moving averages, obviously. I also look at price too, and when I look at price and zoom out a little bit, I can clearly that this is a range, okay? I mean, price is inside of a consolidation. It might break out towards the either side, or it might just keep consolidating. So I would like to wait here. The thing about consolidations is it always looks like something is working. By something is working, I mean this. Let's say we perceive this as a bullish price action, okay? As price was going up, it was above the moving averages, and then price came back lower, look at this, went below the moving averages but went above again. Let's say we took a long position like that, doesn't even meet 2 hours and it is taking out stop loss. Or if we consider the short looks a bit bearish, but better. Short looks a bit better, but barely hits the 2 hour and then immediately comes back inside. And I mean, these places are good for taking one-to-one trades, good for taking mean reversion trades, but still, it, in my opinion at least, it is more difficult to trade these kind of conditions. I mean, it is a lot easier when price is going one-sided and moving with conviction, you know. I used to take a lot of scalp trades in this kind of price action, and it's possible to be profitable in this kind of price action, but I get more confused, so I just prefer to avoid this. Let's draw this first 5-minute candlestick, the Fibonacci, and look at the deviation levels, standard deviations. I do this. Let me check. There was probably a like level on RTH. I will erase it. This is a regular trade hour chart, and this is the gap up on regular trade hours. Price took the previous day low. I think today I wouldn't be surprised to see price taking out the previous day high today, because it it came real close to 200 moving average on daily chart, and seems like it is getting some reaction from it. So I wouldn't be so surprised if we took out this one. Quite big movement, but I think it's possible. Now another thing is we have a really huge expansion on the overnight session. Normally, I wouldn't trust the expansions that occur during the overnight session. I mean, this movement happened on Asia and London session, but since this occurred in really deep discount prices, I believe AM session might be the continuation of this expansion. Also, I think since today is Friday, and if some of the short positions are getting closed, swing shorts, the shorts were taken from here, these levels. If those are getting close near the range lows, then price might easily get reaction of it. Yeah, basically, I'm not extremely bearish today. The only thing that seems, the only reason I would look for a bearish bias is this daily opening gap, but seems like price deviated below it nicely and we tested over here. I mean, normally I wouldn't trust the Asia's price action, but as I said, we are on the deep discount levels and price might keep going. Normally, I would expect low volume from Asia session, and I would think that real big institutions or big players might not find enough liquidity to close their positions. But since these are deep discount levels and there might be some kind of liquidation over here, this means that um, some short positions may have been closed over here. Even though this is Asia, the volume was probably very likely higher, because this is a extreme level, range extreme level. So okay, we check the probabilities of bullish scenarios and reasons for that. Now let's look for the opposite. Okay, first of all, I wanna look at this range. Range has been broken. Let me show it on 15-minute chart. This is a very clean range, right? It has been broken. It was tested with this high, and then price went lower. Another test and another low. This test is significant for me because this is the swing that tested this whole range for the first time. So I think this was an important liquidity level, and we clearly see that price already took a reaction from it. So but after that reaction, I don't see a continuation lower, at least not for now. Okay, for now it is either consolidating or preparing to keep pushing higher. I think I want to mark this level too. This is previous day's opening gap. Okay. This was opening price of Thursday, and this was closing price level of Wednesday. So I want to keep that level on my chart. We are coming closer to 10:30. There seems to be something like a combo over here, but this is not exactly a swing. So this is actually something visible in 30 seconds. This is the bigger structure. Break, tap, higher high, liquidation of the tap, and then this is the smaller structure. It's consolidation area. Break, tap, another break, tap, and this tap. Hold the price for now. Then I look at 1 minute. This is another level. But I think if price comes to this level, it might keep being choppy. And since it is Friday, I expect price to be finishing its business earlier today. I mean, I kind of feel like if today was Thursday, I might expect that consolidation on AM session and expansion on lunch or AM session. But since this is Friday and when we are getting closer to end of the week, the volume usually drops, and when volume drops, price doesn't really make its significant movements. So if there was a bearish context on higher time frame, this could have been a short setup. Something like that. Let's stop, but context is a little bit bullish and price did something like an SPS over here. So I don't want to take this short setup. Also, price is above both moving averages, and it might actually be the beginning of a bullish expansion. Please keep going like that. There are multiple imbalances over here, and that with no gap. Let me draw this level on EDL. Say hi. I want to check ES chart real quick. Another price action. Yes, is coming back to the weekly gaps already. How about these gaps? This one, current weeks. Nice target. I think I will take a scalp long here. Nice reaction. I believe this two standard deviation. Excuse me, one standard deviation of the first 5-minute candle. I mean this one. From here to here. 180 points. Another 180 points. I will take partials, obviously. One partial and one runner to here. And I wanna take my partial after this takes out this high. Set an alarm on here. I will add another one in here. Micro. I would like to see price not filling this gap. Would be even better if it didn't touch at all, but it's fine. It would be better if price does not fulfill this imbalance. And I want to take my first partial at 1-to-1 around here. Around here. I want to take my another partial here. And I might take this one earlier based on the price behavior of yes. I will not raise my stop. I don't want to see this level getting taken. I don't want to see price going below this 20 simple moving average. Because if price does come below it, I don't know how far it comes. I mean, I don't know if price does that and then goes higher, or I don't know if it comes even deeper, something like that, or something like that. I don't really know. Price even may touch this one and go higher, and might not even keep going higher. So no reason to keep the stop loss over here. By the way, I trailed my stop, uh, not not just to um, protect the risk, but also to protect my mental capital. What I mean is, if this was real money, I wouldn't want to be in a setup that comes all the way here, closes below it, taps this, but comes back without taking this level. Okay, if it is going to do something like that, then I don't want to be inside of it. I want to be trading something else. And this seems like, I mean, I'm not exactly sure about it, but it seems like some price moment like that. Price makes sharp retracement, sharp deep pullback, and then a manipulation, and then grinding here slowly. I mean, I'm not exactly sure about it, but this is just a vibe, a gut feeling. So, I mean, price could have dropped lower after doing this, but it didn't. It could have dropped lower after making this sweep, but it didn't. took these levels back. So I think I would like to see it go in higher from here without coming too deep inside this gap. Let me check the 5-minute chart. It nice break and retest story. Or you may call this an immediate rebalance. Immediate rebalance is simply price opens up, this candle closes, and if it leaves a wick like this and fulfills this like that, then ICT calls this immediate rebalance. I think one of the things that ICT teaches and works properly. I don't use ICT concepts much, but this is also a simple break and retest pattern on lower time frame. If we look at this on 1-minute chart, we can see it clearly. Simply area break retest was the this was the wick I drew. Okay, same thing here. The high of that 15-minute candle and 200 simple moving average on 15-minute. Oh, yes, took our high. Nasdaq didn't take our first target. I will just wait until the first target, or I might get them a little bit closer. Both targets. I mean, I don't like this kind of carrying positions inside when there's this kind of divergences, because if ES decides to do something like that, taking out and reversing lower, or maybe taking out this or and making a small retracement or a deep retracement, I don't know, then Nasdaq might copy it, and I wouldn't wanna lose too much just because one of them take out this and the other didn't take. Okay. By the way, I don't regret being on a Nasdaq setup instead of ES. I mean, obviously, yeah, ES took out this high, but Nasdaq didn't. But when we look at the price action, Nasdaq looks a little bit cleaner than ES, and look at the place we entered and time we entered, right? Let's say we entered on this candle, and look how far it was to the high, and look this one. See that? This is why I don't regret entering Nasdaq, even though this looks like this moved better because this took the high and this did not. But when you look carefully, one moved, actually moved more. Just look at the percentage differences. See, Nasdaq actually moved more than ES. I don't want to rush moving my stop loss over here because this has become a liquidity level, obviously. If price takes out this high, if price takes this, then I will trail my stop here to break even, almost break even, because this will be the new slow or this low, whatever. Probably looks better on 30-second chart. This will be the new liquidity, right? This was our consolidation range. Price break above it. Price did its thing. Created another consolidation area and tested the area. And if it breaks again, then I might think that, well, this might be leaving this consolidation area too. And if I believe that we left this area and we might only sweep this one, I mean, these are noun ranges, okay? This is a noun range. Done deal. It's completed. And this one too. But this one is a unknown range, okay? So I wouldn't trail my stop loss over here, but I would definitely trail to here. And it seems like ES is coming over here. Midpoint of a gap, an old gap. You can see the date of the gap here. It's the last week of January. And it seems like Nasdaq is probably taking this one. Since price has been a little slow and hesitant, I want to check this 1.5. This 1.5 is actually the half deviation. If we treat this as our opening range and half of it over here, after the half it retraced back to middle of the range and went back higher, and I'm hoping that it takes out this high and keeps going higher to take out this level. If it comes back and takes our stop loss, it would be fine because we already took our partial. It was nothing huge, but oh, I took the trace on wrong account. This was the account that I was messing around before the session pre-session. This is the account I actually wanted to trade. Ah, no, not this one. Ah, this one, okay. Okay, they can trade this one too. as they couldn't high. Looks a little bit heavy and little lows didn't hold the price. Doesn't seem to hold the price either. So I'll just wait a little, try to get a feeling about what is happening and what's going to happen next. I am now trying to understand that is this a reversal lower or is this just a retracement towards 200 simple moving average? I'm not sure about the answer yet. I think when I get confused while watching the price, something that I didn't expect happened. I mean, this was a probability. That's why I wanted to take partial after yes takes out this high, but still I was bullish and I was expecting high taking at least. This price did not take this one and came back lower a little bit impulsively. I will look at higher time frames to get a feeling. Okay. I mean, I told myself that if I ever get confused about any kind of price action, price behavior, I should zoom out and look what is happening. And when I zoom out like that, first thing I notice is that the way this 15-minute candle looks, and I feel like I should wait for closure of this candlestick and also the hourly candlesticks, obviously. I mean, we already talked about this level. It was a strong level, just didn't make an immediate reaction. Or it might just trying to make a double top with failed swing. Okay. But the yes chart, same logic, just consolidation area. Rest of the consolidation area, then price going lower. Take out the area. It also made the swing failure pattern of sweep and reverse kind of thing. If we mark sequences of the swing breakout sequence, the first sequence, second, this might be fifth sequence. I am observing something clear on 15-minute chart. So I don't want to zoom into 1 minute and tend against that nice looking movement. Okay. I mean, if we look at this on 1 minute chart, we can mark this as a bullish sequence. Okay. Bullish sequence just like this. this break is one, I guess. 4 and 5. I am now receiving opposing data from price. Okay, 15-minute says this might be a reversal, and 1 minute says this might be a deep retracement and this might be a continuation. So which one am I going to listen to? Currently, neither of them, because firstly, I don't want to stand against this before this candlestick closes, 15-minute candlestick closes, and also I don't want to trade based on this 15-minute zooming out to 1 minute. Okay, so I will watch and see. Let me check Nasdaq too. I think I'll just remove this gap because I'll just leave that level high of the gap, because we know we're already inside of it. Don't wanna look make the chart look messy. Indicate high level of it. I see a 2 time frames combo over here. 15-minute and the 1 minute. Candlestick. Let's stop here. Price to current entry. That's plus. Okay, it immediately took the stop loss, so I don't think this is bearish enough. I mean, it feels like this was not a reversal. It just came back to test this 200 simple moving average. And I want to see price flipping this one. It was a real fast stop loss. I mean, I would at least expect a retracement towards here, right? Get some partials, but didn't even give that, and left an engulfing candle as soon as it took the entry. Now I wanna zoom out to on our chart. I want to mark this level now. Open. Name open. Okay. Now I wanna see how price behaves around this line. And I wanna see if shape of this green line starts to change. I wanna see if it is starting to look like that. Seems like this was one last manipulation. We're going for the price. The volume and volatility ended up being lower than I expected. Fuel of this was not enough. Price made the divergence to make another manipulation lower. One last manipulation before in the highs, I guess. Then it the V shape. I think maybe I could have foreseen this. Maybe I could have flashed this if I wasn't so tired. I don't know. I'm really sure. This went straight up after 11 a.m. Huh? Okay. kind of price action happen when averages are crossing each or are about to cross each other, because one of them works as a resistance and one works as a support level. Price sweeps one level back to the other one and back business. I see something like that, I'll take higher high low. If price comes back and takes out this right now, I would take a long. I mean, I will look for a long. I wouldn't immediately take as soon as price takes, because I enter with stop entries. Once 15-minute candle is getting closed. Next 50. Well, I believe this goes. I'd rather see this 15-minute candle forming a lower wick. I mean, that's what I would ideally want to see. So, I won't enter from here because I don't want to take an entry into big inside of this big imbalance. So I don't want to take a bullish entry inside the bearish imbalance because many times I saw that price doing this and another low and going higher. Yes, looking better. Nasdaq. Now I want to see this closing white and one last sweep, the double bottom, and then reverse higher. Normally I might have entered a long position from here, but price has been a little bit slow all day, so I wanted to be a little bit more patient. I'm just gonna keep waiting. If price keeps going higher, then I will simply look for another opportunity. Yes, finally came here, but one seems like price might come back here. Test this one. Take repeat. Get this. One has got a this one has got a wick, but NQ does not. And NQ has got a lot more volume, so this chart is more important than this one. now, since this candlestick closing like I am starting to get bored. That means we are on the right track, right? I mean, practicing patience would be something boring, right? Going higher once again without taking the levels. Okay. Yes, took out till it took out this low. Tick didn't. I wanted to see both taking this low. I mean, I saw this pattern before. On. But I don't know. I didn't want to take this. I think I am currently being a little bit too strict about the rules of my entry criteria. I trade rules more than I trade the context. And I think trading the rules, by rules I mean trading the patterns without the context, is difficult and sometimes is frustrating. Sometimes you know where the price is going, but it doesn't go the way you expected, or it doesn't draw the patterns you wanted to see. And just the way it is, you know, just trading. Sometimes it does that, and sometimes it does this. Is there a bank holiday? Next week? No. Good. By the way, if price did that double bottom without taking out this high, then I might have looked for a long, because yes, already took this one. Nasdaq is making a fair saving. I mean, if both pairs did not take this one, I could have looked for a long from here, but it already took the liquidity, left a nice big candle, and then went back all the way lower. So I felt like if I take this, it would be against sweep not trade rule. I mean, obviously there's a sweep over here, but no sweep over here. That's why I didn't want to take this one. I would take this one, and I would wait for a I think the trades I took today and yesterday was a little bit inconsistent because I didn't take this one today. It's an obvious I took this one yesterday. I got stopped out. Pretty much the same setup, almost the break, gap, overlow, test, simple moving average to 100 back, and pretty much the same thing. Price took some kind of reaction for 15-minute levels, but that reactions ended up being just retracement. I thought that retracement reversal, or I thought at least price might consolidate a little before going, and that was just simply a miscalculation. That happens too, especially when you're tired and sleep deprived. So I don't remember a time that I was sleepy and tired, but my price reading skills or my trading performance was uh, above average, right? I mean, my performance always follow my biology. Let me see if price sweeps this one or just keeps going without sweeping it. 3 minutes left for this one and this one. By 3 minutes left, I mean 3 minutes left to closure of the candlestick. I will remove everything before, because, I'm sorry. I will remove everything because it starts to look a little bit dirty and messy. I will just tools. One, right? I mean, when I look at the chart, all of the levels seem to work properly. My brain is trying to blame the price action. I mean, the voice inside of my head is saying this price is too slow. This is making manipulations before going higher. But when I don't know, it seems like levels are working pretty good. I think it's me. I can't trade it. There's nothing wrong with price right now. But that's alright. It's just paper trading and I'm trying to learn. So I guess it's all fine. This again in paper. Balance is bonus. I think I'll take this one. Almost the same risk. I took this one because of this wick and the way the moving average looks. And this SNDR over here. SNDR means supply or demand responsible for breakout. This is the breakout, right? And this is the responsible area that caused this breakout. Price tested it along with the 20 simple moving average and higher. So I took my entry from there. I will add one more here. A buy stop. I think I can just my entry over here above this candle. I mean, normally I would expect price to not take this low one. It's NDR. Okay. I would even want to see price not taking this one. Oh, entry. Right. Ideally, I would expect, I would like to see price not taking this one low. But if the momentum is exhausted, it's possible to see sweeps like that. I call this the NDR sweep. I was expecting the price go higher without sweeping it, but Wouldn't be a big surprise to price to see price making another relation. Also, on 1 minute chart, the only imbalance is this one, the box, and this one. Price may or may not sweeping this. And since this is just practice, I just wanted to enter. I didn't waiting. The exposure about this, I will start trading my stop loss. I mean, this is not the best price action I have ever seen, but add another trail. This is not the best price action I have ever seen, but I think I can learn to trade it a little bit better. I would like to see this candle expire. Ideally closing above here. This 5 minute candle. Yes, almost make an see this level being taken. Eventually price in these levels. I don't want to trail my stop loss here yet, because when we look at the candlestick structure, this is a break, this is a test, higher high. I mean, even though it is a rare occasion, it's possible to see something like this, sweeping this one, but not this one, going higher. I mean, this is currently a range, the consolidation area, and this is our invalidation level. Okay. If price leaves this consolidation area, breaks out above it, and then we can trail it here, trail the stop loss. Did it take this high? Yes. Give tap. I will trail here. Because I don't, this price did this break, tap and higher high. I don't want to see price coming here. I don't want to see it too much deep below this one. Ideally, I don't even want to see this taken. I want to see a price start doing this thing, start doing the expansion, but we are getting closer to lunch. Price couldn't just go higher. Another stop loss. Okay, that's fine. This one. I might consider taking my last setup around here. Let's see how it handles. Normally reaching to this 200 level on standard deviation level is actually something easy for Nasdaq, but I think the reason price is being choppy and not not being able to expand too much is this overnight session expansion. I mean, when price expand during the overnight session too much, and if the daily chart is not trending, price either consolidates or moves really slowly during the AM session. I mean, at least that is what I have been observing for a while. This was my last setup. Stop. I will just call it a day and go back to studying. Okay guys, this is the last setup of today. I won't be taking any more trades and I will just leave these trades like this. I will just take a half partial from here. I got tired, I got hungry and I want to go to the gym. So I'm closing this session here. I will just leave this like that. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourself. Bye.